Chiefs Kingdom, buckle up, because what I'm about to break down might completely change how you see everything happening around the Kansas City Chiefs right now. The 2026 NFL draft rumors are heating up. The smoke is everywhere. But here's the real question. What if most of it is a smokescreen? Yeah, you heard that right. What if everything we're hearing about the Kansas City Chiefs is part of a carefully crafted illusion? Because if history has taught us anything, it's this franchise doesn't just play football. They play chess while everyone else is playing checkers. And today, we're diving deep into one of the biggest draft mysteries surrounding the Kansas City Chiefs in years. From wide receiver buzz to offensive tackle confusion, and even a possible shocking pass on a defensive star, this could be one of the most unpredictable drafts we've ever seen. Let's rewind for a second, because the past might be the biggest clue to what's coming next. Back in 2017, the Kansas City Chiefs pulled off one of the most iconic moves in franchise history, trading up to draft Patrick Mahomes. But here's what most fans didn't know at the time. The Chiefs were bluffing hard. They weren't just targeting Mahomes, they were hiding it from the entire league. According to insiders, the team leaked false information that they were actually moving up for linebacker Reuben Foster. They even hosted him on a visit just to sell the story. That's not just strategy. That's elite-level deception. Now fast forward to today, and the Kansas City Chiefs are sitting at pick number 9. That changes everything. When you're drafting that high, the stakes are bigger, and so is the opportunity to manipulate the board. And suddenly, all these rumors start popping up. Wide receivers, offensive tackles, tight ends, edge rushers. It feels like the Chiefs are interested in everyone. But are they really? Or are we watching another masterclass from Brett Veach? Because if there's one thing we know about this front office, it's that they don't show their hand. Let's talk about one of the hottest names right now, Jordan Tyson. There's been growing buzz connecting him to the Kansas City Chiefs, especially after some recent mock drafts started pushing that narrative. But here's where things get interesting. Tyson hasn't had a top 30 visit with the Chiefs, which is unusual considering their history with players who have medical concerns. And yes, Tyson is coming off a hamstring issue. He did meet with the team at the Combine, and there are some connections there, but the lack of deeper engagement raises eyebrows. So what's really going on here? Is Tyson actually their guy? Or is his name being floated out there to throw other teams off? Because let's be honest, this wouldn't be the first time the Kansas City Chiefs played this kind of game. And then there's the offensive tackle situation, which might be the biggest smokescreen of all. There's been a ton of noise about the Chiefs targeting a tackle at number 9. Mock drafts are linking them to players like Spencer Fano and Caden Proctor. But when you really break down the roster, does it even make sense? Yes, Jawan Taylor is gone, but the Chiefs still have multiple options at right tackle. They've got depth, competition, and flexibility. So why all the hype around this position? Here's the theory. This could be strategic misdirection. By showing interest in offensive tackles, the Kansas City Chiefs might be trying to bait other teams into jumping ahead of them. Think about it. If tackle-needy teams panic and draft early, that could push elite skill players or defensive stars right into Kansas City's lap. That's not coincidence, that's manipulation. But at the same time, there's a real argument for going tackle. We all saw what injuries did to this team last season. Protecting Patrick Mahomes isn't optional. It's priority number 1. So the question becomes, are the Chiefs bluffing, or are they preparing for the worst-case scenario again? Because both possibilities feel very real right now. Now let's shift to a name that caught a lot of people off guard, Kenyon Sadiq. A tight end being linked to the Chiefs at number 9? That raised some serious eyebrows. Historically, tight ends just don't go that high unless they're truly elite prospects. And when you compare Sadiq's college production to past top picks at the position, it doesn't quite stack up. Even more interesting, the Chiefs haven't shown much public interest. No combine buzz, minimal reporting. Just one visit that happened on the same day Travis Kelce signed his extension. Coincidence? Maybe. But with the Kansas City Chiefs, you always have to wonder if there's something deeper going on beneath the surface. Because if they truly believe Sadiq could develop into something special long-term, maybe they're willing to make that investment. But at number 9, that would be a bold move. Now let's talk about the player a lot of fans want. The edge rusher Reuben Bain Jr. This is where things get really interesting. The Kansas City Chiefs have a clear need at edge. They lost key pieces, didn't address it in free agency, and Bain is widely considered one of the top talents available. They've done their homework too. Combined meetings, top 30 visits. All signs point to serious interest. So why are some mocks showing the Chiefs passing on him? That's the million-dollar question. Because on paper, this feels like a perfect match. Talent, need, upside, it's all there. But sometimes, teams know things we don't. Maybe it's medical concerns. Maybe it's fit. Maybe it's something behind the scenes that hasn't come out yet. Or maybe, just maybe, this is another layer of misdirection. Because the Kansas City Chiefs thrive in chaos, especially during draft season. And here's where it all comes together. Every rumor you're hearing right now, every mock draft, every inside source, it could all be part of a bigger plan. The Chiefs have done it before. They've misled the league, controlled narratives, and walked away with generational talent. So why wouldn't they do it again? At pick number 9, they're in a position of power. They can dictate how the board unfolds. And that's a dangerous place for the rest of the NFL. So Chiefs Kingdom, I've got to ask you, what do you believe? Are these rumors real? Or are we watching another masterclass in deception from the Kansas City Chiefs? Do you want a wide receiver like Tate? An edge monster like Bain? Or do you think the team shocks everyone and goes in a completely different direction? Drop your thoughts in the comments right now because this is one of those drafts where anything can happen, and your take matters. And if you're loving this kind of deep dive into Kansas City Chiefs news, rumors, and make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Because when the next big move drops, and trust me, it will, you don't want to miss it. Let's ride Chiefs Kingdom.